Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the very first episode of the Spirit of Michigan podcast. I'm Nick Butcher, your host, a lifelong Michigan resident, military veteran for the Army, just all-around lifelong athlete, hunter, outdoorsman, laborer of all sorts, and kind of using this as an outlet to get people more in tune with Michigan and what it has to offer. So I hope you guys like it, and we'll be looking forward to reading a lot of your guys' feedback on Instagram and maybe a Twitter. We'll see if I cave and get one. So let me know what you think. Thank you. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 1 of the Spirit of Michigan podcast. I'm your host, Nick Butcher. Today we're going to just do a little short mini episode talking about what you can kind of expect on the Spirit of Michigan podcast. It's going to be pretty much whatever I kind of want it to be. It's the beauty of podcasting. There's no network telling you what you can and can't say. There's no real censorship on what you can talk about and when and how. I'll let you know up front on this podcast there will be talk of marijuana, pro-marijuana at that talk. And there will be some foul language, I'm sure. I use it myself, so I know some of my guests will. But it's all going to be honest and real. It's not going to be biased and watered down and censored and politically correct and playing into a side. I listen to the Joe Rogan Experience podcast a lot, and that's kind of what I'm modeling this off of as far as how I'm trying to convey my beliefs and opinions. It's not in an attacking or dominating way. It's in a clean, crisp, refreshing, intelligent way, and I expect to get the same feedback from listeners. I don't want there to be any bashing and you're stupid for thinking that. Honestly, if you feel that some of my beliefs are off kilter with yours and you don't feel like realigning with me or having me try and realign with you, whichever, then just leave. Just leave the forum, leave the podcast, don't listen to it. I'm here to just trying to promote, to the audience what Michigan is about. It's more than a state. It's more than a swing state in this past election, apparently. It's more than a bunch of rednecks and hillbillies with guns. It's more than fresh bodies of water surrounding us. It's more than the shape of a mitten. There's something more to it, and that's what I hope this podcast conveys to you guys. So the app I'm using right now to record these podcasts episodes on is kind of weird. It only lets me do 15-minute intervals, so I don't know in uploading them to you guys if they'll come across as one full episode or if they'll come across as 15-minute segments. I'm in the process of trying to find a better system or software to use right now for this, but this is all I've got so far. So bear with me. Maybe the first couple episodes might be a little shaky. Format might change a little bit over the first couple episodes. Trying to get a feel for everything. I don't have a degree in any type of, video communications or audio communications or telecommunications or public speaking or any of that. Like I said, I'm just a lifelong laborer and a hard worker and a military veteran, and that's about it. So I don't really have any crazy experience in this, but bear with me, and hopefully you guys take something from this podcast that'll be pretty inspiring or interesting or fun, or at least create more talking points. Humans don't do that enough nowadays. I feel like humans don't talk enough to each other and on a human level. If they do, it's talking with the fronts and the walls put up of social stature and class and what you have versus what they have, and all that stuff just kind of dilutes the human experience, man. I mean, this earth is freaking crazy. The fact that it's here and where it's at and what takes place on it. And then you add humans to the mix and you give, essentially you're giving a bunch of apes fucking opposable thumbs they have more control over, and a subconscious and the ability to have empathy and a deeper working brain. It's pretty fascinating. So, that being said, I'm going to end this little intro. It's only about 5 minutes long. I'll get back with you guys with the second episode, first official full-length episode, where it'll probably be my wife as our first guest. I listened to the Adam Greentree podcast, and he did that, and it was a great way, in my opinion, to open up the podcast. His first episode had his wife on. I mean, that's awesome. She's been there since day one for him, so figure I'll start it the same way. But all right, guys. Well, thank you. Hope you enjoy the episodes to come, and I hope you bear with me and don't get too frustrated with me. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.